It is flooding in Alabama, so you know what that means. I'm gonna do a progression run. Welcome to the Running Bama YouTube channel. Today, it's Monday, and I'm doing a progression run, pretty short one, 5.5 miles. I'm in week 3 of my marathon training. I kind of fell off towards the end of last week. I skipped my long run on Sunday, which was yesterday, and I just ended up doing 4 miles instead of 9.5 miles. Felt pretty exhausted from just life in general and work and doing stuff with the kids. So trying to bounce back and not have 2 days in a row of losses. Trying to make today a winner. So I'm going to do this 5.5 mile progression run, 1 mile warm up. Then I'm doing all miles 8:50, it's 8:40, 8:20, and then 8:05, and then a half mile at 7:50, and then I'm gonna do a mile cool down. So that's where I'm at this week. Thanks for watching the channel. All right, I have to go the wrong way on this greenway today because I should have thought about this, but one of the reasons I ran less miles yesterday was we had flash flooding in Huntsville, and normally this is several feet down, but water's very high because it's still been raining today, and yeah, so it's a problem. So yesterday we were inside for most of the day with the kids, and I could have got on the treadmill, but I didn't, just had a lazy day. And that's okay. Sometimes you need those, 41 years old, and sometimes I need rest. Like, I don't recover that well. I don't sleep great with 2 little kids either, so, but that was part of the reason, was the flooding. About to start the progression. First mile needs to be at 8:40. Let's get this done. A little too fast on that 8:40, ended up running 8:29. This next mile needs to be 8:20. That last mile was 8:13, a little faster than I wanted it to do. Let's see if we can step this one down to 8. That mile, we did 7:57. This next half mile, I'm supposed to do 7:40. I'm gonna see how long I can hold that 7:40. Maybe tough. Run is finished. I am back in my car. And that was a tough one, for sure. It's definitely humid outside. These runs make you better. I was able to hold that 7:40 for at least half a mile, and then I kind of jogged the last mile of the workout back home. It was a tough walk jog home, I'll tell you that. I feel good about this one. I will catch y'all later on the nerd out session. So I saw 1 snapping turtle, several blue herons, and a bunch of red-eared slider turtles as well. A lot of turtles out today with flood. Mr. Rogers, my comfy shoes back on. Welcome to the section of the video. It is Nerd Out with Edward. We are going to go over some of the data from this run. It's actually Wednesday now. I didn't shoot the end of this video on Tuesday. I was busy, and I was really busy this morning. So I'm actually about to go home and run on the treadmill because it's hot outside. I have another speed workout today. I ran easy miles yesterday. Today is a speed workout. It's called Broken Miles. So I'm going to be running most of the mile at a quick pace and then the end of the mile at a very fast pace. And I'm going to do that a couple times. It's a pretty short workout. It'll be more intense than the progression tempo run that I ran on Monday. So the goal of this workout on Monday was do a warm-up mile, then run an 8:40, an 8:20, an 8:05, and then all miles without stopping, and then run a 7:40 for a half of a mile, and then run a cool down like half mile or mile. I ran a total of 5.5 miles. I completed the workout just a little faster than I should have. My first mile, which I was supposed to run an 8:40, I ran an 8:29. Then I was supposed to run an 8:20, I ran an 8:14, and then I was supposed to run an 8:05, and I ran a 7:58. So that's good. And then the half mile, I don't really know what my pace was because it was also part of the cool down, but I'm pretty sure I held that close to a 7:40 or 7:45 for that half mile. And then I basically jogged the rest of it home because it was a tough workout. It was very hot outside too, which is why I'm doing my workout today, my other speed workout inside, which, we'll get into that.
So I felt like I completed the workout. I felt like it was successful. I'm liking these. I feel like it's making me faster. What's unique for these versus how I used to do workouts before I had a coach is I used to just do a lot of intervals where I stopped or repeats, like mile repeats and whatnot, where I stopped and rested, where I'm not doing that in this. It's like I'm consecutively running these miles, which is very good for me. I'll throw in my heart rate zones. It's like my heart rate got up there. My pace zone, I'm still having trouble holding that pace. Like looking at my watch while I'm running, my Garmin watch while I'm running, and holding a pace consistently is challenging. I always feel like I'm over or under. I really want to learn how to hold my pace better. And part of that's the data. It's like your arms are swinging, I'm sure. But it felt good. But how I feel about doing my workout inside today is it's like climbing. I've been watching a lot of like alpinism, like people climbing mountains on YouTube. I find it interesting. It's not something I'd ever do because, I don't do well with cold. I live in Alabama. That'll tell you all you need to know. It's hot. It's hot here. It's not cold. But one thing I see alpinists talk about is whether or not you're climbing with or without oxygen, like when you're up in the death zone above, 8,000 meters or whatnot, is what they say. And that's how I feel about the treadmill. Getting to run in a controlled environment with setting your speed by pressing a button instead of like having to make your speed, you're still doing the workout, but it's like you're climbing with oxygen. You're climbing with a little bit of a crutch. So I think it's good for you. You're still completing it. You're still doing the work, but I don't want to do all of my speed workouts inside, but it is 95 degrees outside and humid. So it would be irresponsible. I would end up having other problems, dehydration or migraines and things like that if I were to run outside in the middle of the day. I had to go into work super early this morning. I should have just gotten it done this morning. It would have been easier in the morning, but in the afternoon it's pretty tough. You got that workout in, and that was a tough one. It had me doing, I don't even know the time on the treadmill. It was like a 1.25 mile warm up. And then it was 7.9 speed on the treadmill for 0.75 miles. And then 8.5 for 0.25. And I did that twice. And I was supposed to take a rest in between. I didn't. I just kept running through it. So I did that. So that was a 2-mile hard workout and then a 1.25 mile cool down. It was tough, but it was just much more doable on this treadmill, which again, I think I'm good with doing this like once a week of speed work on the treadmill, but not every workout. Because it really is hard to control your pace outside, but you can do it on this. And it's like you're doing the motion, you're running it, but I don't want to use this as a crutch too much. I still want to do at least half of my runs outside, if not more. So thank you for watching the Running Bama YouTube channel. I will see y'all on the next one.